Reach for the speed, reach for the wisdom, go where the rail may run. Reach for the word, reach for the storm, follow the rainbow's sun. To a shining tide station, where dreams can come true, waiting there for you.
Dan is a mixed traffic engine. That means he can haul both freight cars and coaches. He's proud of his smart black paint, and so is his driver. Everyone says you're brighten up their day, Dan. One day, Dan was so mad at the other engines. Look at me. I'm the smartest, most useful engine on the line. Rubbish, of Randy. We're all useful. Mr. Hamilton says so, and he's part of the whole railroad. You know what, Dan? Added Wilber. Yes, Wilber, of Dan. You're getting all hooked up. Dan puffed away. Meanwhile, he was still boasting. I'm the pride of the line. I saw you pulling goods cars, said John. You're only a freight engine. I pull coaches too. Not as much as I do, said John. But Mr. Hamilton had plans for me. Dan was only making this up, but John actually believed him. What plans? Huffed John. Wait and see. Oh, Dan. Now what shall I do? Zach was shunting shiny new coaches. Good morning, Dan. Are these coaches for me? Asked Dan hopefully. No, these are for John's Old Express. I'll fetch your freight cars next. But Dan was going to play a trick on Zach. Actually, Zach, I'm taking the coaches. Mr. Hamilton told me to tell you. But what about the cars? Asked Zach. Give them to John. Come on, Zach, said his driver. Orders are orders. And so when Dan's driver returned, Dan coupled to the express and walked away. Zach arrived with the freight cars. Well, a few minutes later, John arrived. Where's the limited? Zach told him about Dan, and so here are your cars. John was very cross, and so was his driver. Wait until Mr. Hamilton hears about this. Dan was enjoying his life enormously. What a clever plan! What a clever plan! He chuffed. He saw Mr. Hamilton. Some jokes are funny, but not this one, Dan. You had caused confusion. Yes, sir, young man. You will stay in your shed until I can trust you again. Dan just teased Dan. I wonder who might pull the express today, howled John. I expect it to be you, replied Daron. Dan is stuck in the sheds for being silly. Dan felt sad. He saw Joshua sleeping in the yard. Hello, whistled Joshua. Good to see you out again. I'm sorry I tricked you, howled Dan. Are these my cars? Yes, replied Joshua kindly. They're pleased to have you back. Dan was shunting his line of freight cars. He was pushing and pulling them and bumped them into place. Time to go home now, Dan, said his driver. No cars or passengers, just us two. But the driver was wrong. Excuse me, said the man. I was looking for an interview with Mr. Hamilton. Can I ride along with you two? Of course, said Dan's driver. Then he spoke to Dan. This gentleman is a railroad interviewer. Dan was pleased. He sped along the line quickly and possibly as he could. Mr. Hamilton arrived when Dan arrived in the platform, greeting him warmly. This clever loco gave me a splendid ride. You should be proud of him. Yes, indeed. Once again, Dan, you are a really useful engine.
Reach for the speed, reach for the whistle, go where the rail may run. Reach for the words, reach for the story, follow the rainbow sun. To a shining cloud station, where dreams can come true, waiting there for you. So much to see, so far to travel, so much to learn to know. Friends by your side, hopes to hold on to, who knows how far you'll go.